boy Luke, aka Matthew Conley, and I'm back with another AW All Elite address. I think that's what I named it. We're gonna be doing All Elite Wrestling, the Go Home Show. I'm going to be doing the Go Home shows for Cardiff and Worlds Collide, NXT and Raw and SmackDown. I'm going to do that Friday, and I'm going to post it Thursday. Friday, I'll probably post that food review that I was supposed to post last week, but I never did it. So I'm probably going to do that. I got the handy dandy notebook. I might use this also for a little other handy dandy stuff. And we're going to get right into this. Uh, AW had their home show last week. There was a match between John Moxley and CM Punk, and John Moxley beat up CM Punk. He hit him with a couple moves. Boom, Death Rider, undisputed champion. He comes out, and man, the crowd, they cheered him a little bit, but it's mostly boos, kind of mixed reaction because they're in Chicago, so it's CM Punk territory. And John Moxley was like, "Hey, I know this is your boy, but I tore him up." He's like, "He's 60 minutes." It was like he was 60 minutes. He said he wanted to go 60 minutes. He was called a 60-minute man. I, I had another 57 in me. Could have went, but now it only took him 3 minutes to knock him down. He was fired up on us. He said a lot. He said, let's see, because this promo was really good. He said he curled up in a little ball, die and be folded. Champions never fold. He said he didn't turn out to be anything we wanted him to be when he welcomed him back. Fragile ego, fragile body, weak mind, weak spirit. Uh, just a whole bunch of jabs at Punk. And then at the end, he says, "Look, I got an open contract. Whoever signs it, that's going to be my challenger at All Out, which is also in Chicago." And he said, um, "Whoever you are, you've been warned. This is how I am. This is the mode I am. I'm a professional wrestler. This is what I do. I'm on 127 right now." After that, backstage interview with Chris Jericho. He talks about his match with. Sorry, I'm sleepy. I was hungry at 8, and I'm a little sleepy after this. But he pretty much said that he was ready for Brian Danielson. He said uh, he's been thinking about what Brian's been asking him all week. He said, who would Stu and Owen think would be better for him? Who would be the better wrestler? Would it be Lionheart, Chris Jericho, or would it be American Dragon, Brian Danielson? He said, well, I mean, at first, I would think that, they would think that just by a little bit, they would think that Brian Danielson is the greatest wrestler or the best wrestler, technical wrestler in the world. But he would say that they would consider him one of the best wrestlers all time, the way he was able to reinvent himself and still be, the best. And then after that, Daniel Garcia comes out. He apologizes. He's like, "I'm sorry. I'm on your side. I'm by your side. You're the best. You're the GOAT. Um, it just meant a lot to me, but I'm sorry. I'll be in your corner." And Jericho pretty much was like, "Yeah, you are sorry. You are going to be on my corner, and we're going to tear. I'm going to tear the Lionheart is going to tear the American Dragon up at All Out." As soon as he said that, Garcia was like, "Should have said that. Take it all back now." But it was him versus Brian versus Jake Hager. Match was good for what it was. Jake Hager match. Funny thing that caught me off guard was Jake Hager has been in AEW for how long, however long they've been doing it, with 3 years. He's been in it for almost all 3 of the years. And Jake Hager still doesn't have his own theme song. He just uses Chris Jericho's, which is hilarious to me. But yeah, this is back and forth. Jake Hager uh, caught Danielson with caught a flying Danielson, caught him in the air. threw him at the ring table. Uh, yeah. Not JR. Well, JR was also on commentary, but William Regal was on commentary. Chris Jericho was on commentary. All good stuff. Jericho. Oh, so sorry. Whew. Jericho goes down the ramp and attacks Daniel Bryan after he wins with the knee plus. I'm gonna be honest. This show to me, it was a go home show. The show to me was alright. It wasn't the best. I like. Funny enough, the most of the stuff that I liked on him was all the promos that Mox and Punk did. Mostly Mox. You know, Mox came in House of Fire. And then, are we about to talk about it right now? No, we're not. This was also cool. The Wingmen came out and they pretty much said that they were the best, I guess, for some reason. They was talking, and then W. Morrissey comes out, and he just destroyed all of them, all four of them. I think J.D. Drake tried to get a chop on Morrissey, and he just like kicks him. And then Stokely Hathaway just like runs down. Well, he briskly walks down the aisle, and offers him a card, and he beats people up. He hits like choke slams and big boots and all that stuff. Tony Schiavone tries to like get him. He was like, "Hey, why are you doing this?" He's like, "None of your business." He was like, "Hey, whoa, whoa," and the crowd was chanting for Tony. I got a little parse. I ain't gonna hold you. We do this unedited, guys. Stressed. And then they had a tag team match. Hikaru Shida and Tony Storm versus Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter. Um, Jamie Hayter is a champion somewhere, and I'm about to look it up uh, because or not Jamie Hayter, Hikaru. Jara also made a weird. Oh snap! She was born June 11th, 1988. That's cool. I was born June 10th, so her being born June 11th is dope. Gemini's. She is because it was probably according to Wiki. Uh, it's been okay. Oh, Pro Wrestling Wave Singles Champion. It says two times in current, so I'm assuming that's the title she has because it doesn't say. Okay, that's cool. Pro Wrestling Wave, Women's Professional Wrestling, Joshi Wrestling. Okay, that's dope. I didn't know that. I mean, look, I don't know things. Oh, she. Wait, what? As of August. Oh, she just got the title 2 weeks ago. Okay, that's cool. All right, that's dope. Um, maybe are they gonna show combined reigns? Oh wow. Oh, double wow. Okay, hold up. I'm just curious. I guess she had it for yeah, so she just got it 2 weeks ago. She beat Suzuki. Oh wow, that sounds like a dangerous name. So Hik oh wow. So Hikaru Shida also I guess she got it back. Oh wow, she first won it in 2014. So she's back at it. So she won it in 2014. She beat Yumi Oka, who had it for 525 days. Holy Jesus. She has six defenses. And then Hikaru Shida beat her. She had four defenses. And now here it is, 2022. She's two-time champion. Shida only. Nope, she's not. Good for her. She went back to roots of Rave Wrestling, and now she's a two-time champion. But yeah, this match was cool. This was the only women's match or anything that had to do with women in the show. I believe. Was this is the because they're all gonna face each other at All Out for the women's championship, which is probably gonna be won by Tony Storm. Even though Jamie Hayter's kind of weird. Jamie Hayter's dope. I love me some Jamie Hayter, but I also love Tony Storm, so I don't care that she's. yeah, this was fine. It was nothing crazy. Shida did win uh, with a match, and they kind of or with a match with a move. She might have hit the driver. I don't really remember, but they did. I think Excalibur on commentary was like, "Hey, she could, could be Hikaru's two belts, if she wins on that." So that was cool. Um, Next up, they did a backstage segment. I have to look at my phone a lot because a lot of the the notes that I took, I figured out that they were out of order, so I have to use the other notes. Doug Callis was backstage with Will Ospreay, who was in his locker room, and they just talk about Kenny Omega and stuff like that. And Will Ospreay was like, "Yeah, you should kind of leave now." And Donovan was like, "Hey, you right? I'm out of here. You right? You right?" And then they did two backstage, not backstage segment. They did two video packages. They did one with Kip Sabian and Pac for the AEW All Out the Championship All Out. Finally, even though it's going to be on Storm Zero. And then they also had one with Miro, which was also really dope, talking about Malachi Black being his Satan to come down here and fight him, even though he was trying to help them. And Darby Allin and Sting was also doing promos with them, which was also really, really dope. Next up, CM Punk did a promo. It was really good. I don't, I personally, I'm a Mox guy. Personally, it is what it is. I think Punk is great, but I don't, this was, I don't get it. So CM Punk comes out and he pretty much talks about his foot. Maybe he was not ready to come back and just thought that, maybe he should probably step away. I'm assuming that's what they would allude to. And Ace Steel comes out, who grabbed the envelope from Mox of what that was on the floor when he opened the invitation. Ace Steel was like, "Hey, bro, what are you doing? This is not what we literally talked about backstage. You said, I want that CM Punk." He's like, "Okay, so you lost. Who cares? It happens. Uh, you're CM Punk. I'm the guy who trained you. I'm your best friend. You were like family." And nobody wants to see you, fail and stuff like that. Um, so he told him to get up, sign the contract. He was slapping him in the face. Sign a contract. Sign a contract. Just CM Punk. Sign the contract. And it got Punk fired up to go to the crowd. It was like, "Hey, yo, CM Punk or hey, yo, Mox, it all out. You talk about what you're gonna do, make people bleed, and all this stuff. But you can't make me bleed. You can't outbleed me because we are Chicago. We're CM Punk and all that other good stuff." He did say this whole line. I guess some fan was heckling him because Punk was talking about he had 16 screws in his ankle, and he said to a fan, I guess he was like, I had more screws in my ankle than this fat guy's had sex with in his entire life. So that was funny. But yeah, so that's gonna be fine, I guess. I'm not mad at it. I guess. And then they had CM Punk, or not CM Punk, FTR and Wardlow versus Capri. Silas Young, I think, was in there, and somebody else, I don't remember. The Punk promo, fine. The match was fine too. It was just a squash match. They just try to beat up Warlow. He beats up everybody. He does the symphony. They do a double triple team for the win. So that was all that was. Another good talking segment I like was Jungle Boy versus Christian. Christian says, "Hey, I tried to do this in a nice way, but now I gotta take you out." Jungle Boy said, "You probably never liked me." He said, "No, I never did. It's like all I care about is money and championships." And he was like, "Well, I kind of considered you like a father figure. I liked you. I really loved you." He said, "My father always taught me uh, to go out there and handle business like a man. He showed me how to be a man, and so I'm going to show you how to be a man." And he's cussing and stuff like that. And JR was being scared. He was like, "Should have took this gig. It won't do." I only said I'll do it if no, no fighting. So that was cool. Punk said I shouldn't have done a lot of things in my career, including coming back too soon from a serious injury. I came back to professional wrestling a year ago because I love this business. I know the business doesn't love you back, but I love you fans, and you do love me back. Says maybe that love just isn't enough anymore. He said to Mox, "You're gonna get a fight. You're gonna sign this." Ace Steel said this to Punk. You're gonna get up. You're gonna sign this contract. You're gonna fight John Moxley. In case you forgot who you are, tell him Chicago's champion CM Punk. And then CM Punk said they've been trying to kill me since the day I was born. A whole bunch of other stuff. Cage told Jungle Boy that he was going to be a has been at age 25. So that's unfortunate for Jungle Boy. By the way, um, Luchasaurus is totally going to cost Jungle Boy that match. By the way, I just thought I'd throw it out there for all you guys to see. Fatal Four Way: Dante Martin versus Ray Phoenix versus Roosh versus Wheeler Yuta. This was fun. This was a good match that I liked. Um, but before that, John Moxley comes back out. He pretty much said, "Hey, if this is the CM Punk, this is you guys, Chicago. This is the CM Punk you want. All right, well, this is the CM Punk that I'm about to destroy. I'm about to maim. I'm gonna tear him to a million thousand pieces. And hey, I know you got love for him, but it's gonna be the end of CM Punk." It's pretty much what he said. The Fatal Four Way match was really good. Four really good wrestlers doing really good wrestling. That's just how it is, and this is how it always will always be. Willa Yuta is really great. He got the win. Um, I think this is leading up to the casino ladder match. I think there's a seventh person. Whoever wins that is going to be the next challenger for uh, either CM Punk or John Moxley for the AEW World Championship. They normally have it the week after. So since Willa Yuta is going to face Daniel Garcia for the title, which I completely fully expect um, Daniel Garcia to win. Uh, yeah, I don't know who. Maybe it's Cesaro. Who knows? I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. But the match was good. Everybody got to show off all their stuff. They all did high flying things and jumped off of things. Not Daniel Garcia. Um, Dante Martin was gonna do like a springboard backflip thingy. Uh, Willie Yuta got off, made sure that he didn't do that, and then he had got some fancy schmancy pin thing on Dante Martin for the win. It was a very fancy pin. It was great. Um, Roos delivered a release German suplex to Martin off the top rope and wiped out Phoenix. Uh, Yuta, yeah, out wrestled everybody, all the high flyers. So everybody was doing high flying stuff, and really you just say, "Yeah, pretzel, hold that," and then pinned him. It was pretty great. Yeah, Excalibur was like speed reading all out card, which was weird. But it's gonna be good. The backstage, so we also know, the finals is we saw it coming. Backstage before, uh, 10 was injured from last week. Evil Uno was like, "Hey, it's okay, because the Savior's here. Evil Uno, I got you." And then um, Andrade and his people come out. He was like, "You look like a little concerned. Do you need money?" And then he gave money to Evil Uno, and I would have been like, "Yes, thank you. Need that in my back pocket." And he said he told he said he was impressed with 10. He said that 10 should join the family, and even though I was like, "Relax, we're good, we're happy in Dark Order. We're not doing anything. Keep your money." And then Andrade beat up Evil Uno, took 10's crutch, and he started beating him with the crutch. It was great. And then dude had like a taser. I think I want to say Alex Marvez, but I think he's with the other one. But he had the taser, and he tased 10. It was pretty funny. And then Alex and Silver was like, "Oh, we don't have a partner. Boo-hoo. We're gonna fight them ourselves." And then obviously Hangman Page comes, "Hey, you guys need a partner. Everybody's KO'd. I got you." And they was like, "Hey, yeah, yeah, sure, yeah, yeah, cool, 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 cool." So Hangman and Dark Order versus Best Friends, and then with the saw who won, just the main event. So you already this was a thing that was already going to happen, and then at All Out, it's going to be the Elite versus the Dark Bucks. Order of Bucks, Dark Bucks. I guess Dark Bucks. Sure. And Adam Cole and them. The dun 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 dun. Oh, I almost did that. Sorry. Dun dun dun. It's like that. Dun 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 dun. They're gonna cost Kenny and the Bucks the match, and Dark Order is gonna have their first titles since forever with Hangman Page. It's gonna be what's gonna happen. So that's what's gonna happen. So surprise, surprise. Um, Kenny and the Bucks win. The first of all, the intro for Kenny Omega. Um, the one and only one-on-one match between him and was he beat Will Ospreay. A six-man tag match from whenever Kenny Omega beat Will Ospreay. Kenny Omega has better looking, has nicer blonde hair and nice and cuter than Will Ospreay. Just doing ridiculous things about Will Ospreay. It was hilarious. And then something about North Carolina. It was hilarious. It was all great. Yeah, this match is probably going to get like 700 stars, even though it was really good. It shouldn't get 700 stars, but it might. I'd take it back. It might get like 725 stars. But it was good. Will Ospreay, every time Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega was together, it was great. And Will Ospreay was proving a point. Every time he was in there with Omega, he was like, "All right, you gotta relax, my G." Hit the and then he took off his shirt, like Kenny's like tight hope shirt, and it's like taped up, and ribs are taped. He got all the tape stuff on his arms. And he's just, yeah, it was good stuff. Davis from Aussie Open hit delivered a double body slam on Nick and Matt Jackson. Didn't look good, but it was okay. Uh, Omega dodged in a spicy flying tiger drop from Osprey. Looked to the camera. So yeah, Will Osprey was getting control of Kenny Omega when it was going back and forth doing their things, and then Omega kind of slipped out, and so Osprey went to do the backflip thing because Kenny Omega was delivering dragon suplexes out there. You get a dragon suplex, you get dragon suplex, and then Will Ospreay got his dragon suplex on the outside of the apron. Um, Will Ospreay was being cocky, and then he got kicked with by Matt, and got hit with mid-air like air cutter. That was pretty dope. Um, and then in the end, V trigger, hold the V triggers. There's V triggers for everybody. Everybody got the V trigger. Um, I think Will Ospreay hit Kenny Omega with a V trigger, um, and then that's when he tried to uh, do it on Matt, but he wasn't allowed in that. Also, there was a weird spot where they was double teaming Kenny Omega. So Kenny, I think, had just taken out Will Ospreay, and they would go back in the ring, and then Aussie Open were like attacking Kenny Omega, like double team attacking Kenny Omega. But the ref was telling Matt Jackson that he couldn't go in. He was like, "Bro, you saying I can't go in?" But they're kind of attacking him right now, like double attacking him right now. You're looking at them doing it, but you won't let me come in. And then the ref didn't do anything about it. He just let him, just let him do it. a superplex. It was hilarious. But in the end, V Trigger, One Ring Angel to won the Aussie Open. I don't remember which one. And Kenny and the Bucks win. The Elite win. The Elite. And Will Ospreay was not happy. He was just sitting in the corner like this, just staring the hole at Kenny Omega. So they're eventually going to have a one-on-one match, and Will Ospreay should eventually win a one-on-one match. Yes, he should. But anyways, that was the show. That was it. I this um I give this show a B, 8 out of 10. The promos, the Mox promo was really good. The Christian Cage and Jungle Boy promo was good, really good. Uh, Jungle Boy was like, you're not facing Jungle Boy, you're gonna fight Jack Perry, and I'm gonna kick your ass. That was good stuff. The CM Punk promo was fine, and then the promo after with Mox was really good. Fatal Four Way was really good. The main event was really good. Uh, yeah, that was really it. The tag team women's match was fine too, but it's only one match, and then that was it. So yep, that was it. That was the show. What did you guys think? Did you like the show? Am I not giving it enough credit? Do I hate AEW? Don't hate it. Don't do it. Do you think I hate it? No, I don't. But what did you guys think? Would you give it a better grade? What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.